and gentlemen, and welcome back to Cities Skylines Xbox One Edition. I certainly hope you're having a wonderful day, because I'm certainly excited to be back here in the town of Nerdsdale, where things are going pretty darn well indeed. We're sitting with 3,049 residents. We need to get up to 5,000 residents to become a busy town. We're also making over $2,000 every hour, and today we need to deal with a lot of the residential demand that we have. I'd also like to upgrade our bus lines a little bit, because I did go ahead and build one last time, but it only goes one way. If I wanted to make it a little bit more efficient, I'd have it going two ways, so we're actually going to begin by doing that, because we might as well. And I just want to throw out that it looks like the game on Xbox has it built in so that your bus lines automatically change color. They don't do that on PC. You need a mod to do that on PC, so that's kind of interesting that that is actually built into the console version. I like that a lot, actually. But there we go, we have a second bus line there. So that should make life a little bit easier for people getting around between Oriental Hills and Walnut Hills and all that stuff, should they so desire to do that. So what we're going to do to kick things off, like I said, we're going to go ahead and we're going to try and expand on the residential areas. And while we're doing that, I'm going to talk a little bit about about the couple of days that I've had recently, or about the last 24 hours of me life. Because this series is pretty much daily, except for when I mess up or I have my day off, as is a Monday. But okay, so this video is going on Tuesday the 25th of April. I'm currently recording this video on Tuesday the 25th of April at like 7 a.m. I don't usually record at 7 a.m., but I had a very hectic Monday, because when I got into my studio that morning, I noticed that my internet wasn't working. I then spent the next 5 hours going between phone calls and trying to make it work myself, only to discover that basically I need an engineer to come out and fix my internet, and that might cost me a lot of money to replace it and get it fixed. So I then went and bought a 30-meter Ethernet cable to fix the problem so I could make videos, because the point of my Mondays, it's a day off in the sense that I don't release videos, but for me, it's a day to stockpile videos and get a lot of stuff recorded and a lot of work done. So not being able to do a lot of work for half of my Monday sort of defeats the purpose of my Mondays. Tuesdays are more my actual day off, because I get everything done on a Monday. Do you get where I'm going with this? It's been a really, really stressful, ridiculously stressful time trying to make sure that I actually have videos ready to go out for the next couple of days, because today, Tuesday the 25th of April, 2017, in case you're watching this in the future or in the past, you time travelers out there, today, the power is being turned off. I don't know when, I just know it's going to happen between 8 a.m. and 5 p.m. and it'll be off for a while because they're doing maintenance on the lines. So Tuesday is also a bust day for recording. It's just not a good time. That's the gist of it. It's just really not a good time, and I'm really stressing about it because I'm recording this video at the last minute, because I've been uploading everything else to try and make sure that we have videos for while the power is off and all that stuff. Anyway, story time's over. So what I will say from that, though, is when I say at the beginning of this video, I hope you're having a wonderful day, I mean it, because good lord, I'm a little bit on edge right now, okay? Just throwing that out there. I'm a little bit on edge. Today's episode might be a little bit shorter, just because of the fact that I don't have a lot of time to get this finished before the power could go out. But I did promise at the end of last episode that the next episode would be today. Do you get where I'm going with it? I'm just a bit on edge, okay? I do apologize, and tomorrow we'll be back to normal. Tomorrow, everything will be okay. So, I went ahead there and extended the residential zoning. There's quite a bit more of it. Hopefully that's going to be enough. We have a little bit of commercial and industrial demand in the bottom right as well. Although that'll generally go away because we have a lot of zoning over here for commercial space. So really, we just have a lot of waiting to do here. We do have a lot of places demanding jobs, and we have a couple of commercial premises over here that are like, yo, we need some educated workers. They actually want regular educated workers, and they want more well-educated workers. So what that tells me is we might not have enough elementary schools. No, we absolutely do not. 458 people are eligible, 300 capacity. Let's get ourselves an elementary school and let's throw it up there. As for the high school, it's actually a similar thing. A lot of people are eligible, but not everybody can go. So we could throw a high school there. I think that's an interesting location, that's for sure. Definitely an interesting location. Now let me see. We do have a tree thing. Oh, it's not really going to make me... Oh, it does. Oh, it would make me individually place all of this. Good lord. I'm not doing that. I'm not going through and individually placing all that stuff. That is straight up not happening right there. What I will do, though, just to make people a little bit happier, is maybe go and throw in some parks. Might be an idea. We can get a park there. We can get a park there. And we could probably get something in here. We could go for the Japanese garden, just like that. It's on a bit of a slope. That's not necessarily ideal, but it'll cheer people up in the neighborhood. Hopefully they'll enjoy it. I will say it's a bit weird. Hold on a minute. How many... Oh, you know what I did? Okay, so that's interesting. I was having a look at... I didn't realize right bumper was what I needed to do to go through the stats there for the school. So I didn't actually need a second high school, so I'm going to bulldoze that. Because it's completely unnecessary. I do like that you can flick through those like that, though, with the bumpers. So elementary schools are now fine, which is good. High schools, again, completely fine. 1,000 people eligible. We have... Actually, no, we don't have the capacity for that anymore, but there's not that many people that are going to be left out. Universities, we can't even do currently, so... We're not going to worry too much about that. We do actually need to get... I realize we don't actually have a cemetery or a crematorium currently. So we're going to need to get a few of those. And it's going to have to be a cemetery because obviously we can't get a crematorium yet. So what I'll do is I'm going to throw a cemetery way up there, I guess. If I can, which I can't. That's good. Can I throw one in there? Obviously that's going to be way too steep. Same with in there. I could get one up here. I could get one in this little space. No, I can't really get one in there. What about that corner? That has to work, right? Yeah, that's totally fine. So we got a cemetery in there. That can go and collect the dead. And hopefully keep everyone nice and happy. Or at least slightly happier. Now, having another look at the bus lines, I realize I probably should run some buses up into the top parts there. That wouldn't be a terrible idea. So I might very well go and do that. I think we'll create a new line here. And we'll have it sort of run up like... we'll have it go over here like this. Then we'll have it go up sort of to that spot. Then maybe come in a little bit. Maybe stop outside the high school. Maybe it goes up to... Maybe up to like that spot or something. I don't know. Don't know if it needs to go there, but we'll throw one in anyway. So it's going to go... Can it go on this side of the road? There we go. All right. Then we'll bring it up to there. It does miss a whole corner, but we're going to have to deal with that. Not a lot I can do about it. Bring it down. Bring it to... there. And then I think we could add a stop there if we wanted to, but I don't think I want to do that. I think I'll just have it complete there, and that should be totally fine. Then we'll just bring it back, because we might as well. So it's going to go like that. It's going to go... Oh, I like that blue. That's a real nice shade of blue right there. Really nice shade of blue. So we'll just have this look back on itself, and it should be totally fine. And hopefully that's going to create a relatively busy area for all of the buses, and hopefully people are going to be keen to use the buses to get around here. Now, obviously, a metro system is probably going to lend itself better to what I've got going on here, since I have this all based on grids and stuff like that. So We will eventually get a metro system, we just can't get it currently. And something I would like to do is I would like to get towards these. We do need to get ourselves 5,000 people so we can get the different types of roads. Those are going to be really important to me. But while we wait, what we'll do is go ahead and throw in a few more pedestrian paths, because I would like to continue those through here. Now, the one on the right is always a cycle path, so that's totally fine. I have had a couple of people tweeting me recently reminding me that in my original After Dark Let's Play, it got to the point where I refused to call them cycle paths and instead went with psycho paths. That's a reference I didn't think anyone would be bringing back, but there you go. The old psychopaths coming back in there. I think that did originally start from people thinking I was intentionally saying psychopaths. I wasn't at first, but then I just sort of leaned into it. So yeah, there's a bit of backstory to my original Cities Skylines After Dark Let's Play, which I do believe was part of the reason that I wound up doing Cities Skylines Let's Builds in the first place. I have to imagine a lot of you watching this. Well, actually, I was going to say a lot of you watching this will have come from the Let's Builds. It's entirely possible that you did, but I know a lot of people have been coming to the channel recently because of this series. But basically, for those of you that do know the Let's Builds, they only happened because my After Dark Let's Play, the save file corrupted. Fun fact there. If that file hadn't corrupted and I hadn't freaked out about it, there would have been no Let's Builds, and possibly this channel may have never really blown up the way it did. Just an interesting little thought, basically. That's weird to think about for me. It's a really, really weird thing. Speaking of new people coming to the channel, it's really interesting seeing comments from people who really are new around here, because a lot of people don't like my intro these days. I like it. It gets me all hyped up for the video ahead, so that's staying. Anyway, let's not just talk generally about my channel. I actually want to bring something up about the game that I've seen a lot of people talking about, and it seems very divisive in the comments, which is the UI, actually. A lot of people have been saying that they don't like how big the UI is in this game on console, and I get where that's coming from. I get the UI is very big. Some people say it looks like it's from a mobile device. I don't think it does. But what you have to remember is, if you're playing this, this game has been designed for consoles. It's more designed to be played from a couch across a room, as opposed to the way you would be used to playing and viewing Cities Skylines, which is pretty close to a computer monitor. So the UI has to be big, the text has to be big, the icons have to be big so you can see them from the other side of a room. The UI is actually designed really well for that purpose. It's not really designed to be played up close, which is how I'm playing it, because I've got it on one of my computer monitors, and yeah, just you have to think about it that way. It's not really designed to be played in the same way as the original Cities Skylines. Anyway, how are we doing for fire coverage? Fire coverage is not good. So I'd like to throw a, I'd like to get a firehouse just up here, I think. Does that give any good coverage to that area? It's pretty good coverage, actually. We could throw another one into this corner if we wanted to, which I think I will. Then maybe another one just down here as well, just to make sure we've got good coverage. This is probably going to lose us some money, but I'm not that worried about it. Crime rate seems fine. Medical care, I imagine, yeah, a little bit to be desired there. Let's get a medical clinic just there. And we'll see how that ends up going. Now, we do need to get some water up into that corner for the fire department. So run that up to there. We'll run a pipe from there to there and from there to there. I said to there. Beautiful. Okay, so that should keep all of those people nice and happy. Population's 3,600. The residential demand we had at the beginning is completely gone as well, which is beautiful stuff. Can I get some stats in the bus line? We have 47 people per week using the buses. That's not that many, if we're being honest. That's really not. There's more people than that. There's like 47 people right there. That's easily like 47 people. Then if we go over here, there's like easily 47 people there. Yeah, there's definitely more than 47 people using the bus lines. It's up to 57, which is nice. I'm hoping that'll continue to increase. I do hope we end up getting a lot of people using public transport, because that, for me, is a really fun way to make money in a city, especially if you get it to work really well, which I'm fairly sure I can. I'm fairly confident I can make a public transport system that'll work for this city. We just have to significantly expand the city first. Speaking of which, I might start figuring out some districts, because this is as tall as the city's gonna get. And we do have a rail connection over here as well. So it might be an idea to start like turning this area into a proper downtown area. Then maybe doing some sort of suburbs on like this kind of outside of the highway around here. Maybe some industry over on like all over here. I think that could work. Because what we can do is use the train line going through here. And we can have a bunch of industry and goods coming in and out of the city. Excuse me. We can have train lines going over this way and into the center of the city to deliver the industrial goods into the middle of our commercial areas. Then everyone can be living, you know, out and around the city. I think that could be kind of cool to do. I'm just a little worried about how long that would actually take to do, because, yeah, again, as a lot of you have noticed, the game is a bit slower than the PC version, and here's something else that sort of grinds my gears a little bit. And this is again referring back to the comments, and I've done this a lot this episode, I do apologize. A lot of people are going on about clicking the left stick to speed up time. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't. People are tweeting me this, they're messaging me this, they're commenting constantly, speed up time with the left. Doesn't work. The left stick, if I click it, will pause the game. If I click it again, it will play. You cannot speed up time in the console version. It isn't possible, and it's probably due to the hardware of the Xbox One. You can't do it. So please, just stop. Okay? It's a limitation of the hardware. It's still a fun game. I'm still enjoying it. All right? Anyway, let's do some aesthetic stuff in here whilst we wait. I want to get some little paths going back and forth here. I think that could look kind of nice. And I wonder if I was to put the gravel path sort of like that, and then sort of like that. I mean, that kind of works, right? It's not the best looking in the world, not the best looking area, but I think it kind of works. Could I get some trees in there? Would it let me? Oh yeah, it totally would. Oh, that could be kind of nice if I can get a tree sort of central in there. Oh, I totally can. Look at this. Right, I want a tree. Oh, careful, careful. I want a tree like there. And I could get some trees down the middle of that as well, but I want one on this side. So I want one there. No, that didn't place. That's a little bit disappointing. I want one there. There we go. I mean, that's kind of nice. You know, a bit of nature in here. Get a tree there. Get me a tree there. And get me a little one right in the middle. I like it. I like it. It's a proper little... Oh, this is a proper little downtown area. Look at all those taxis. Oh, this is a proper downtown area, isn't it? All these taxis and all that stuff. Where was the alarm? I heard a siren. What's on fire? What was on... Oh, hello. It was a police car. Fair enough. I guess the police station is just down here. Then the fire station, of course, is right there, and then the medical center's right there. So this is going to be a fairly loud area in terms of sirens. That's fair enough. I guess that's going to happen. Is there anything on fire? I don't think there is. I guess the smoke detector distribution is going to be helping. And then, of course, the fact that we have like 4 firehouses will help as well. Although they are costing us some money. We're losing $318 per hour, but to be honest, I'm not that concerned. We have infinite cash anyway. So it's not that much of a big deal. I wonder, can I turn off the infinite money? Is that a thing I can do if I go to like miscellaneous? No. What about gameplay? Is it in gameplay? In-game pop-ups? No, I don't know if it is. It's not in controls. It's not going to be in audio, is it? I don't know if I can turn off infinite money. Maybe that's not a thing you can do in the console version either once you've sort of saved the game. It's entirely possible I'm being a dum-dum and it's right in my face and I'm just not seeing it. That happens more often than I care to admit. Seriously, I get really paranoid about that as well. I get really paranoid that I'm looking for something in a game and it's like right there or something, and I'm just not seeing it. Because then the video goes out and everyone's like, yo, it was literally right there. And I'm like, oh, so it is. Every time. Just all the time. Happens every time. Let's extend you over to there a little bit. What way am I going to do the districts here? I guess this goes over to there and can go over like this, I suppose. It's probably going to have to be the way we do this. Let's go in a little bit. I'm going to get this neat this time. Last episode, I let it slip. Last episode, I was like, yo, not doing this. This time, we're doing it properly. We're going to get this nice, neat district in here, and it's going to be beautiful. There we go. There's what I want to see. Right. I do still kind of want to go in and I kind of want to neaten this space up, but I don't know if I have the patience to actually sit here because it's a little bit tedious. Let's just do... Oh, careful, careful. Let's just do this nice and slowly. There we go. That's a bit better looking. This bit in the middle here is still a bit messy, but that's not so bad. It's not as noticeable when you zoom out. So we've got some nice looking districts there. I do like me some nice looking districts. So let's see. We're almost making money again. We're still not on that 5,000 people. It's going very, very slowly. This area is filling up nicely though. Getting some commercial stuff in there. I might throw a park in here just for the heck of it to try and get ourselves some power over to that corner. We could throw that one in. Definitely a nice park, and that'll bridge the gap for the electricity as well, which will be beautiful stuff. Or maybe it won't. I think we're having electricity problems. No, we're not. So, oh, you guys do have electricity now. That's fine. We are getting there with the electricity, though. We are eventually going to need to get some more of that coming in. But the good news is that we're making $242 per hour. We're almost at 4,000 people. So progress has been made. Definitely feeling pretty good about that. So I think, ladies and gents, what I'm going to do is I'm going to wrap things up there for today. Next episode, I'm going to put a focus on properly expanding the road systems of the city. I think I'll put in some of the ideas I have for industrial space over here with the railroad. Then maybe some farms down here, then suburbs all out that way. I'll just try putting in some of my ideas. I do apologize for the shorter episode today, but I sort of explained it at the beginning. I've got like 20-30 minutes before the power is due to go out. I don't think it will go out at 8 AM, but I'd rather get this video finished and uploaded than have no video at all. So tomorrow's episode should be back to normal. I do apologize. Maybe I'll make tomorrow's episode a bit longer than usual to make up for it. If you like that, let me know in the comments below. If you'd rather just have a regular length episode, then that's good too. Either way, thank you kindly for watching. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been City Skylines Xbox One Edition Part 5. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye!